Russian President Vladimir Putin acknowledged President Trump's interests in Greenland, saying, quote, "It is a profound mistake to treat it as some preposterous talk by the new administration." Back with me now, here on the Hill, Carla Sands, the former U.S. ambassador to Denmark and Greenland in the first Trump administration. Always nice to see you. Thanks for being back here, Carla.
Great to see you, Blake. Thank you.
So when you were the ambassador, and the president brought this up in the first term, it was kind of like, ha, laughed it off. What's Trump thinking? You thought this was serious the whole time. And today the president brought up China and Russia. How do you view this?
It's 100% about China and Russia, countering our adversaries. President Trump is looking at the Western Hemisphere and saying, things are not in a good place. The American people are not secure. Let's make sure Greenland's secure, the Panama Canal, and the Caribbean, South America, and Central America. And that's why you see so much attention on our hemisphere.
So you say it's 100% because of Russia and China. I'm guessing it's not a 50-50 split. How does that shake out?
So Russian submarine and ship activity is very big in the region. They're cutting the undersea cables. That's all open source. China has a lot of activity in their ships, but mostly it's economic coercion. They tried to bring Greenland into their Belt and Road Initiative, but what's happened now is a missed opportunity for the best diplomatic experience that Greenland has ever had. Every country wants a visit by the Second Lady of the United States. Every country is dying for that visit. It comes with special things. And Greenland had invited Usha to come to the biggest event in Greenland in the whole year, their dog sled race. And they had offered her to wave the flag. So she was going as a family. It was exciting.
And then this got walked back a little bit, right?
Well, Denmark's government has pushed Greenland so hard and scared them so much, and it's really a shame because Denmark's treating the Greenlandic people like children. They've never developed Greenland. They can't defend Greenland. They've never tried. So it's really, it's a shame what's happened.
So that's the argument that the vice president was making today, in part, when we heard him there. But the polling shows the folks there are basically saying, U.S., take a hike here. You've told me before you think a deal, and we heard that from the vice president today, eventually comes about it. What would a deal look like, especially when it involves a group of people who are basically saying, get out of here?
Well, I don't know if you saw the video that President Trump dropped today about the United States and our relationship with Greenland. We occupied Greenland during World War II, we secured it, and we stayed until the end of the Cold War in the 90s. And so then we shut down our bases. We basically handed everything over to Denmark and walked away. But because we walked away, we haven't been securing the Arctic, the high north. We've really let our attention go to other places, like wars in deserts.
So you mentioned the Arctic and the high north. I know the Earth is not flat.
No.
But I want to direct your attention over here real quick. This is sort of the world map, right? So this is the Pitofik Space Base, which is where the Vice President, Michael Waltz, were.
It's above the Arctic Circle.
Above the Arctic Circle, the northernmost military post that we have, right?
Yes.
And so you got the Arctic Ocean here. You've got several seas and waterways. Russia and China, of course, the U.S. way down here. So when you look at this map as the former ambassador of here and over here, what do you see here? What's sort of the strategic importance of all this?
So Greenland is the key, and it's actually shaped like a keyhole, kind of, in a bigger map. Greenland is the key to our security in this region because the seas around it are so important, but also the land. It holds a lot of wealth. It's never going to be able to be tapped unless a superpower
So
helps them.
the population is basically here.
A lot of it, yes.
A lot of it, right. And the space base that we have is up there.
Yes, and when you say a lot of it, I mean 57,000 people on a landmass. The part not covered with ice is the size of the state of California, but that Greenland is 1/3 the size of the continental U.S., so it's gigantic, very lightly populated.
Lastly here, Vladimir Putin is basically saying, take it seriously. What do you think he's thinking right now, watching all this play out?
Yeah, what's not on that map is the Russian coast that is heavily militarized. Old Cold War bases have been opened up and refurbished. They've built new bases. They have 40 icebreakers. Some of them have missiles on them. The United States has 2.
It is just a little bit of the lay of the land. The president is serious about this. Carla Sands knows it because she was the ambassador in the first administration. So nice to see you, Carla.
Thanks, Blake.
Always. Talk to you again soon.
Great.
The store's not going anywhere.
No.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.